I'm all right.
Good job there, Chastity. I love coming to Florida, not only to see Shine here at the Orpheum, but I always run into somebody who I knew from years past who got signed, which just happened now. But you never know who you'll run into. Wrestling and Florida, they mix well together. Because I also run into Greg Valentine at the airport every once in a while. I don't want to ever see him blow drying his hair in the bathroom ever again. But Sojo Bolt, teaming with Jessie, Belle, and Sassy Stephie. Frankie, be sure to check her thoroughly.
He has no idea what to do with that. Yes. Go.
Unfortunately for the referee, Heidi Lovelace has like fake pockets on her gear. I've seen that happen before where the opponent will say, check the pockets. They're fake pockets. Don't put the referee in an awkward position. Please.
Like Latasha just did.
But last Shine event was the first time that I saw Solo Darling in action. This will be my second time seeing her, and not very familiar with Luscious Latasha. Of course, some of her previous tag team outings here in Shine. I believe her and Roxy Cotton.
Gabby Gilbert.
Gabby Gilbert. Same thing. There's the bell.
Yes, Luscious Latasha, one half of Rainbow Bright and one half the size of Sojo Bolt.
She is a rather short individual.
But she is not short on talent. Although she is getting backed into the corner. Oh, two sisters getting up on each other now.
We're not getting intimidated by Sojo Bolt getting in her face.
Oh, Latasha from the mean streets of Boston. She's not going to back down. She's got a bit of a mean streak in her. And she has taken Sojo Bolt off her feet and scores with a drop kick.
Your name's still Lenny Leonard, right?
It is.
Just making sure.
Nice job of avoiding Jessie Belle there. And makes the tag. In comes Solo Darling. Solo Darling lost to Rhea O'Reilly back at Shine 9 in her debut in a three-way matchup against Brittany Savage. And I said O'Reilly, not O'Reilly.
So give us some background information. Where is Solo Darling from?
She's actually out of the Northeast, but I went to the University of Louisville, did a little training in OVW, has got 2 bachelor's degrees. She's college educated.
And why is she in pro wrestling? That's my question.
It's in her blood, man. Nice job taking Jessie Belle off her feet. In comes Sassy Stephie and runs right into a drop toe hold. Sassy Stephie, a world-traveled veteran. In comes Heidi Lovelace, graduate of the School of Rock. Billy Rock trainee sends Stephie into the ropes. Nice quick arm drag. Right back to her feet and again scores with the arm drag.
Heidi's still relatively new to professional wrestling, but she's doing it the right way. I mean, she's wrestling on live events several times a week in addition to continuing to train at the School of Rock in Indiana. She's been a part of OVW as well, and of course on the Shimmer events. She's definitely someone to keep your eye on for the future, the years to come in women's professional wrestling and here in Shine.
Nice double team suplex there. Heidi, though, has not had a lot of success here, although 3 tremendous performances here in her past trips to the Orpheum in Ybor City. Every one of them, however, ending in, losing effort as Sojo Bolt has no idea where she is. She just got dumped on the back of her head, trying to escape. As
we're trying to make sure that Heidi gets out of the ring while I'm not quite sure what's going on that side of the ring.
I guess Jessie and Stephie won the tug of war.
Well, they got Josie. I mean, Sojo Bolt. It'll never happen again. I apologize. Double dives, no, double baseball slide.
Nice double drop kicks there, sending all 3 women to the floor, and Heidi Lovelace looking to take a chance perhaps here.
Oh, she can fly, without a doubt. All the way to the top rope.
Huge crossbody to the floor. Wipes out all 3 of her opponents. And Heidi, Solo, and Latasha looking very good here in the early moments of this matchup. Side headlock by Solo Darling as Jessie Belle has Frankie Gastineau tied up.
He needs to keep his eyes on the action here, and he missed that as Sojo Bolt with the knee right to the back of Solo Darling as she came off the ropes, and that gives Stephie the advantage in the match.
And that quickly the tide can turn as Solo Darling finds herself in the wrong part of town, and Frankie Gastineau again 15 feet away from where the action's going on. Come on, Frankie, get in the game here.
It's very difficult to keep order in a match with 6 competitors. He's doing his best, I'm sure.
Frankie barely knows what to do with 1 woman, let alone 6.
That too. But they're doing a good job of keeping Solo Darling in their corner here as Sojo walking out. Tried to avoid the backbreaker as best she could. She was fighting it off. But Sojo maintaining control, and now the cover. Only an earful.
Sojo herself, another one like Heidi Lovelace, has had some tremendous performances here in Shine, but hasn't really correlated with any victories. Well, actually, she did defeat Heidi Lovelace and Taylor Hendricks back at Shine 2 as part of that 3-way, but she then turned around and lost to Su Yung at Shine 5 and Santana back at Shine 8.
Su Yung currently in Japan, one of her first Japan tours, competing for some of the major organizations over there.
And I hope she's watching on WWNLive.com if she's not wrestling tonight. Wishing her the best as always, and look forward to seeing her back in Shine competition soon. But right now, Stephie with the Muda lock on Solo Darling, but unable to put her away. Darling with a roll-up. Able to fight out of that Muda lock for a near fall, but not quite enough. As now Sassy Stephie go to the eyes. The great equalizer, as somebody once told me.
I've heard that before. And right now, Heidi trying to bring that eye rake to the attention of Frankie, but doing more harm than good. Backed into the corner, in comes Jessie Belle once again. Shot right to the back of Solo Darling.
And now raking her face right along the top rope. Sadistic smile on her face as she drives Darling face first into the turnbuckle as well. And Sojo Bolt and Sassy Stephie enjoying it as well. As Darling blocks that attempt, fights her way out, right hands into the corner. She's got to make the tag here though, Dave.
Clothesline and makes that tag.
Luscious Latasha in. Crucifix gets Jessie off her feet, but only 2.
Roll! And again, only 2.
Well, Latasha showing a little spark here. O'Connor roll. Oh, nice save there by Sojo, and Stephie allowing Jessie to hit that clothesline. Hooks the leg, but not enough to finish off Latasha here.
And a good job pulling Latasha to the corner of Sojo Bolt, and Sassy Stephie is now, what does Sojo have in mind? Big elbow off the second.
Right on the back of her head. That might be all cover. Only 2 though. Thought Heidi was gonna try to come in and make the save, but Latasha kicked out on her own, and Sojo's what they call having a conniption.
Getting all fired up.
Oh, she just measured Tasha there. And Stephie in now. Latasha going downstairs in the midsection. 2 handfuls of hair though. Sends Latasha back down to the canvas and puts a stop to that. Oh, and up and down she goes again, just ripping the hair right out of her head almost.
You know, thus far in the matchup, Sojo Bolt, Stephie, and Jessie Belle have worked very well as a trio. First focusing on Solo Darling and keeping the ring cut in half as best they could. She was able to make the tag, but they got right back on track and are now cutting the ring in half here with Latasha. Again, only a near fall.
And Jessie Belle not too happy with the speed of Frankie Gastineau's count. As Latasha able to get out at 2, but another knee strike from Bolt drops her in the corner again, and Latasha is a long way from Solo and Heidi in her corner, and she has got to find a way to make the tag here. She has taken a bunch of punishment the last couple of minutes here.
Not gonna be able to make a tag when Sojo's holding onto her hair like that. Trying to wear her down here. And just taunting Latasha's partners.
As Latasha's able to get back to her feet here. Frees herself and fires away at the midsection, but again, right back to the hair, and just that quickly, that momentum that Latasha looked like she had in her favor was just snuffed out in a heartbeat by Sojo Bolt, the veteran. But a nice boot there, caught her right in the forehead. Did that buy her enough time to make the tag? Because she certainly dazed Sojo here.
Trying to crawl to her corner. She realized how close Latasha was getting to her partners, grabbed hold of the foot. But Sojo kicked off. Can Latasha make it to her partners?
Very close to her corner, Sojo. She's got Stephie. In comes Heidi Lovelace. Big clothesline on Stephie, and a back elbow knocks her off her feet. Boot to the gut. Drives her down to the canvas, cover. Sojo breaks it up. Jessie, Belle knocked down on the floor by Solo and Tasha. And that leaves Sojo alone with Heidi, who goes downstairs, right to the back of the knee. Into the ropes. Heidi Corona!
Right, head first into the canvas. That could be it. No, she's not legal.
Oh, she spiked her, but she is not the legal woman. It is Sassy Stephie, who was under the bottom rope recuperating.
Focusing on Stephie now.
Blocks. Second time blocked as well. Knee to the midsection.
It's my Sass.
Drop kick into the Kiss My Sass. That's gotta be it. Cover. It's over.